Somewhere on your wall or in a drawer you rarely open, there is a proof of what you have done, and a word, a rank, and a page of numbers with your name beside it. And when you look at that proof, a voice inside you says, one day they're going to find out. Researchers have asked high achievers about this, and close to 70% admitted to the same secret. They believe their success is a lucky accident, and they live waiting for the day someone discovers the truth. The higher they climb, the louder the voice becomes. Today, I am going to show you where that voice was born, why winning fits it, and a tool you can use before your next big meeting to begin quieting it. I am Claudia Carbonell, creator of Life Map Therapy. I hold a master's degree in marriage and family therapy, and I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist. And for 15 years, I have worked with the people everyone else assumes are doing fine: closers, founders, and executives. The fraud feeling walks into my office wearing a very good, very nice suit. Let me show you the machinery, because once you can see how it was built, you will stop blaming your character for it. Very early in life, your mind wrote a description of who you are. Psychologists call it the self-image, and it was finished long before your first paycheck. It holds everything you absorb about how far someone like you gets to go, how visible you are allowed to be, and how much is safe to have. From then on, your mind carries one standing order: keep the evidence consistent with the description. Now look at what your career did. Your results grew year after year, while the old description stayed exactly where it was. Today, there is a gap between the person on paper and the person in the description, and your mind treats that gap as an error. Success that contradicts the self-image gets rejected, and way a body can reject a transplant. That rejection has a feeling, and the teaching is fraud. This explains the strange arithmetic of praise. A compliment touches you for a second and slides off. A criticism finds you at 2 in the morning 10 years later. The compliment contradicts the old description, so your mind discards it. The criticism confirms the old description, so your mind files it as truth. You have been calling that humility. It is a filing system, and it was installed before you could read. The cost runs straight through your production. The fraud feeling makes you over-prepare, so you burn hours proving what your record already proved. It makes you undersell, bigger exposure you need. It keeps you away from the stage, the camera, and the visible rooms, because visibility feels like the place where you will finally be seen through. Add all of that across a year, and this feeling has a salary, and you are the one paying it. I watch this inside my own family. When my son had his first big month in sales, after the deep work he and I did together, he called it something I have since heard from executives with 20 years of trophies. He said, "Mom, I keep thinking they will figure out I am new at this." His company had already placed him in the top 5 of more than 5,000 salespeople. The record was public. The old description had simply refused to update. So let me hand you the tool I use in my practice. I call it the evidence test, and it has 3 steps. Take a pen or answer out loud with me. Step 1. Say the feeling in plain words. I feel like my results are an accident. Saying it out loud moves it from the fog into the light, and everything shrinks in light. Step 2. Ask where the description came from. Whose voice first told you how far someone like you gets to go? Let the question sit, because the first name that surfaces is usually the right one. And in 15 years of asking it, the voice has never once belonged to the client. Step 3. Read your record like a stranger. Write 5 results from your career with dates and numbers, and then read the list as if it belonged to someone you have never met. Ask yourself one question. What would I conclude about this person? Your feelings can lie to you about yourself. They lose that power over the stranger. Run the evidence test before your next big meeting and pay attention to what changes in your body when you walk in. And hear this clearly, because it is the foundation of everything I do. The description was written, and anything that was written can be rewritten. The adult brain keeps forming new pathways for as long as you live. And I have spent 15 years using that fact to walk people out of stories that were never theirs. I put the complete method in my book, Heal Your Pain, Overcome Your Challenges, Find Yourself. It walks your life decade by decade so you can find the exact place where your description was written. The link is below this video. And if this video names something you have carried for years, please subscribe and tell me in the comments which step of the evidence test hit you hardest, because I read every comment and your answers decide what I film next. In the next video, I am going to open the engine of your work ethic and show you what your drive has been running on. For some of you, that one will explain your entire career. I keep my practice to just 5 people because this work takes everything I have, literally. When you are ready, you can find me at lifemaptherapy.com. I am Claudia Carbonell, creator of Life Map Therapy, and I will see you in the next one.